Now, how do I solve linear equations with fractions? Well, notice here our fractions are numbers. So what I want to do is I want to find the least common denominator of I'm going to look at my denominators and find the least common denominator of this, which is the smallest denominator that all the numbers would divide into. So it's the smallest number that all these would divide into. A couple ways you could do this. You could do a factor this, like 4 is 2 and 2. 14's 2 and 7. This is just 7. 7's prime. And so you could call that number that would all these three would fit in. And so how do I find that number? Well, I'm gonna look at each factor. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the least common factor of each of these. So like, for example, 2 and 2, that'd be like 2 squared. I have a 2 here, but that 2's already been accounted for in that expression, but I have 7. So I'm going to multiply. I'm doing 2 squared because I have 2 2's in that one. I don't need to do a 2 again because I already have 2 accounted for it. I want to find, basically, this helps me find the least common denominator. Okay, 2 squared is 4. 4 times 7, 28. So 28 is the least common denominator. So it's the smallest number that all three of these terms fit into. So now my goal is I want to multiply each bottom part by a specific number that would give me 28. So 4 times what gives me 28? 7. So I'm going to multiply the first expression by 7. And so whenever I do that, I got to multiply the bottom and the top. Next one, 14. 14 times what gives me 28? 2. So I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by 2. Next one, what times 7 gives me 28? 4. So multiply the top and bottom by 4. Okay. So this leaves me with 7 times x minus 3 divided by 28 equals 5 times 2 is 10 divided by 28 minus 4. I'm going to put the 4 in front times x plus 5 divided by 28. Okay, so that gives me, notice all my denominators are the same. Now I'm going to simplify the tops. So I'm going to distribute here 7x minus 21 divided by 28. Here, this would distribute. Now, when I distribute here, I want to distribute negative 4. So it'd be negative 4x minus 20. I'm going to combine that with this. Now, here's the thing. Let's think about this. Remember, if I have 1/3 plus 1/3, what's 1/3 plus 1/3? 1/3, if I have a common denominator, I just simplify the numerators. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. So you change the numerator, change the top, but you don't change the bottom. So I'm going to do the same thing here. 10 minus 4x minus 20. Well, what's 10 alike with? Negative 4x or negative 20? Negative 20. I'm going to keep the negative 4x. 10 minus 20 is negative 10 divided by 28. Now, here's why we do this. We got a fraction equal to a fraction, and they have the same denominator. So what I'm allowed to do is, if you have the same denominator on both sides, you can cancel it out. Now, theoretically, let's think about this algebraically. I could multiply both sides by 28. If I multiplied both sides by 28, you see how it would cancel there and cancel there. So it cancels out the denominators. And now I can just move forward with just solving the numerator here. My recommendation when you have multiple variables is I want to move it with the higher coefficient. The higher coefficient is 7. So I'm going to move my variables to the left. So add 4x. So that'd be 11x. Here, so if my variable's on the left, that means my number's going to go on the right. So I'm going to add 21, 11x equals 11, divide by 11, divide by 11, x equals 1. Now, I should probably check this, and I'm going to check this up here. Okay, so I'm going to check it right here. So 1 minus 3 divided by 4 equals 5/14 minus 1 plus 5 divided by 7. Okay, so this gets a little messy here. I'm going to kind of cross this off here, leave some room. 1 minus 3 is negative 2, so negative 2/4. So it'd be negative 1/2. Okay, 5/14. 1 plus 5 is 6/7. So 5/14 minus 6/7. Now, I need to have a common denominator. Notice that I have 14 here, 7 here. So I want them to both make them 14. So multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So I have 5/14 minus 12/14. 5 minus 12 is negative 7/14. Negative 7 divided by negative 14 is negative 1/2. It checks out. So x equals 1 is my answer. You could type this in the calculator too. Okay, 1 minus 3. Put parentheses on the top. Divided by 4. That gives you the left side. And on the right side, you have 5/14 minus 1 plus 5 divided by 7. So that's another way to check it. Just type it in your calculator. But that's my answer.